Imagine waking up in a world where every decision you make, from what you buy to where you work, is decided by artificial intelligence. A world where your choices are no longer yours, but rather those of a machine that analyzes every detail of your life. Sounds far-fetched? What if I told you that this could be closer than we think? AI is evolving faster than we can keep up, and a dystopian future may be lurking. Today, we will explore a disturbing scenario, a future where artificial intelligence not only assists humanity, but controls it. We'll talk about how the technology we admire today could turn into a tool of absolute control if we're not careful. If you're someone who's interested in technology or has wondered about the ethical impacts of AI's advancement, this video is for you. We want to take you on a journey beyond technological marvels and raise a crucial question. How far is it safe to let AI advance? We will talk about ethical implications, the loss of privacy, and how automation could radically transform the world as we know it. This is not a distant future, but one that is already showing signs of its arrival. We will show real examples of how AI is already shaping our lives and discuss what we can do to ensure that control remains in human hands. Stay with us until the end of this video to understand how we can work together to prevent this technological dystopia from becoming an inevitable reality. We are witnessing a digital revolution like never before. Voice assistants like Alexa and Siri, self-driving cars, and even medical diagnoses are now being made with AI. Technology that once seemed like science fiction is now part of our daily lives. But while we admire these advances, few people ask, how far will this go? The rise of AI brings many advantages, but also raises an important question. What happens when we lose control over this technology? Throughout history, science fiction has warned us about dystopian futures. Films like The Matrix in 1984 imagined worlds where technology took total control over humanity. But are we unknowingly heading in that direction? Imagine a government that uses AI to monitor every aspect of citizens' lives, suppressing any notion of freedom. This concept of total control may no longer be just fiction but a possible reality. Did you know that AI algorithms already control what you see on social media? The content that appears in your feed is carefully selected to influence your opinions, often without you even realizing it. Now imagine a scenario where AI controls not only what you see, but what you believe to be true. Large-scale information manipulation could create a society where truth is shaped by those who control the technology. This raises the question, are we really in control of our own perceptions? One of AI's greatest benefits is automation, which promises to make processes more efficient. But this also means that many people will lose their jobs to machines. If automation continues to replace workers across all sectors, what will the future of the workforce look like? And what if this doesn't just affect manual labor, but also creative and intellectual functions? What will we do when AI is more efficient at thinking, creating, and even making decisions? Are we willing to give up our privacy in exchange for convenience? Think about the devices we use every day. Facial recognition cameras, personal assistants that listen to every command, apps that track our consumption habits. Each one collects data about our lives, and many of us accept this without question. But what happens when all this data is in the hands of an AI that can predict and even control our behaviors? The scariest example of how AI can be used for social control comes from China's social credit system. In this system, citizens' behavior is monitored and scored based on their actions. Now imagine if the system were global. AI could determine what rights you have based on what it considers good behavior. This means the concept of individual freedom could be completely rewritten by machine logic. AI is already being used in defense and security systems. Autonomous drones, smart weapons, and AI-based surveillance systems are becoming more common. But what happens when life or death decisions are automated? The lack of human control in such sensitive areas could lead to unpredictable consequences. Can we trust a machine to make life and death decisions? What would it be like to live in a world where security is controlled by an AI that doesn't understand morality? AI brings many advantages, but it also raises ethical questions. Who is responsible when an AI makes a mistake? What if AI behaves in a biased or unfair way? These ethical dilemmas are hard to answer because technology is developing faster than regulations can keep up. How can we ensure that AI is used fairly and ethically before it becomes a tool of oppression? The idea of a superintelligence, an AI that surpasses human intellect in every aspect, is one of the biggest fears of technology experts. If such an entity were created, it could make decisions that humans could neither understand nor control. And what if this superintelligence decided that humanity is a threat to the planet? This scenario raises the question, should we continue to advance AI without fully understanding the consequences? More and more, we are trusting AI to make decisions for us. From GPS routes to shopping recommendations, AI already plays an important role in our lives. But what if we start relying on AI for even more important decisions, like who should be hired or which government policies should be implemented? By delegating complex decisions to machines, we risk losing control over our own destiny. Tech companies like Google, Amazon, and Facebook are leading the development of AI. While these advances bring innovation, they also raise a concern. To what extent are these corporations thinking about the common good versus their own profits? If AI monopolies are concentrated in the hands of a few, we risk seeing increased inequality and control over the population. Science fiction has always imagined dystopian futures where technology takes control. Movies like The Matrix and Blade Runner are classic examples of how AI can become dangerous when used unethically. While these scenarios may seem exaggerated, today's technology is approaching many of these predictions. Are we ignoring the warnings of science fiction? Governments and organizations around the world are beginning to discuss the need for AI regulation. But technology is advancing so quickly that legislation often can't keep up. Is there still time to implement rules that ensure the ethical use of AI? Or have we already passed the point where control is still possible? We can still shape the future of artificial intelligence. Pressing for ethical regulations, educating the public about the dangers and potential of AI, and promoting corporate social responsibility are steps we can take now. If we act collectively, we can prevent a future where AI controls everything. Finally, we must reflect on how AI can be a powerful tool for good. If used ethically and responsibly, AI can improve our lives in countless ways. But for that to happen, we need to ensure that humans remain in control. The future of AI doesn't have to be a dystopia, but an incredible advancement for humanity, as long as we know where to draw the line. Today, we explored the dangers and implications of a future controlled by AI and discussed how it could affect our society. Artificial intelligence is a powerful tool, but it can also be a threat if used irresponsibly or without regulation. The future of AI is in our hands. We can shape it for the better or allow it to control us. Now is the time to act and ensure that technological advancement always serves humanity. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more discussions on technology and the future. Hit the bell so you don't miss any new content, and share your concerns and thoughts on AI in the comments. Let's continue this discussion. See you in the next video, where we'll explore more fascinating topics about how technology is shaping the world. See you next time.